So I've been to the tackle shop, I've been to the supermarket, and the car's loaded. I'm just about to leave now. I've got 24 hours at my disposal, so I think I'm going to go to Headlands farm today. I haven't been there for a very long time. It's got 2 ponds there, one a slightly trickier pond with some bigger fish in, and an easier pond with some smaller fish in. So I'm not going to make a choice now. I'm going to get there and have a good walk around, see what other people are there, and then make my decision on that. So I've probably got about an hour now drive until I get there. It's 1:30, so I should be there by about 2:30, and I've got through till 2:30 tomorrow afternoon. So I've got a good chunk, and it's my first night of the year, so I'm quite excited about that. So I'll speak to you again when we get there. So morning guys, it's 5:30 in the morning and it's really cold. The mist rolling off the lake and it looks gorgeous, but I'm not going out there. I'm not getting out this bag, it's nice and warm in here. I'm going to make a brew in a minute and maybe start to surface, but I had a bit of a pig's ear of a session yesterday, which is why you didn't see me too much. I was busy trying to catch fish. There was fish in the area. I walked around the top lake and it was quite a few anglers on, and there wasn't a lot of room to slot into, to be honest, and I don't like to be too close to other people, because then when I'm doing these one-on-ones with the camera I don't feel so much of a plum doing it. But there was only 3 anglers on this lake and they're up the other end, so I thought I'll have this end of the lake. That's fine, that suits me fine. And there was definitely evidence of fish cruising around and in the margins, so without being allowed to fish surface baits I was just squeezing the bread and letting it sink slowly down through the water, and I hooked 3 fish during the course of the afternoon into early evening, but they all fell off. All 3 of them, rotten luck. And then just on dusk I hooked one and landed it, got it in the mat, did a bit of video stuff, held it up, had a little chat with the camera, put the fish back, and then when I went back to the camera it said that it hadn't recorded for some reason, so I went to bed a little bit pissed off, to be honest. But these things happen. A few bleeps through the night, probably bream, just, you know, doing their usual, bumping into the line and stuff, but no runs. So I freshened up the hook baits this morning, got some fresh pellets down, and I've got the best part of the day. I've got until 2:30 this afternoon, so I might do a bit of float fishing today. Might do a little bit of what I was doing yesterday. I'm gonna have a cup of tea in a minute, wake up, freshen up, and see how we go. So I've packed away camp now. The sun was really strong on the opposite bank, and with the trees behind me it looked like it was going to be at least a couple of hours until I got any sunlight on my bank. So I've packed away camp, I've put the brolly and the bed chair away in the car, and I've just come round to the other bank, and straight away there's clouding really close in along the margin. So I've just crept one rod in place at the moment, trying to keep everything really low key and quiet. There's another lovely little spot just a little bit further down the way, next to some overhanging bushes. That's where I'm going to place the second rod. There's definitely fish here in the sunlight. It's warming up the water and the fish are loving it. And they're definitely feeding too with all the clouding that's going on, so fingers crossed they come across the hook baits. So we've gone for a change of game plan yet again. The other spot where I saw them feeding in close to the bank was one of those weird ones where I had a couple of baits down there and I had fizzing and clouding, tails waving over the rigs. I couldn't get a pickup. Unbelievable. Maybe they're just preoccupied with naturals. It's a possibility. But I've walked down to, it sort of narrows up into like a channel, and then it just stops just around the corner behind me. And I saw a group of about maybe a dozen fish, just sort of moving up and down very, very slowly. So I've put a bed of pellets out in the middle. I've got a couple of rigs out there. And I'm just going to sit put now, sit on my hands, see if they get down. So, the slow sinking bread finally gets one for me. I've been chasing these things all day, packed up early, walked round to that spot where I found all them fish feeding, put 2 rigs down, had fish bubbling and tailing and all sorts, but couldn't get a pickup. Walked down here and there's a few groups swimming backwards and forwards every so often, so I thought, see if I can ambush them with the slow sinking bread. And it's taken all day. Eventually we've got one. Well pleased with him. Got about an hour and a half left as well, so they'd be cutting it a bit fine. Let's see if we can get another. Every now and again you catch a fish that just leaves you lost for words, and this is one of them times. Look at that. What a fish that is. Absolutely perfect. Absolutely perfect. Look at the other side. There we go. Absolutely stunning. Absolutely stunning. Look at that. Not much I can say about that. So just preparing to celebrate with a cup of tea. I think I deserve one after that. I was all ready to pack up, you know. Had a tough evening. Had a really tricky night. Had that one fish on dusk and I didn't record, or it didn't say to the memory card or whatever. 3 fish hooked and lost. Yeah, it wasn't looking very good. I woke up this morning after a load of single bleeps that just kept me up all night. I was tired, there was frost, it was cold. I was feeling pretty sorry for myself, to be honest. Probably why there's such a lack of video at the beginning. But this morning I thought, no, right, come on, let's just regroup. Got round the other side where the sun was beating in, found them fish. Had a go for them. Walked up here, saw a few groups of fish swimming up and down, thought I'd see if I can intercept them. And you know, at one point there I just thought, you know what, I just want to go home. It's a waste of time today. Some days it's just not going to happen, no matter how much you flog it. But just a little bit of perseverance and caught that first mirror. Just gave me that little bit of a boost, you know, to carry on. And then that scaly warrior, wow, what a fish that was. Unbelievable. Set a price for myself here. So yeah, I'm just going to have a bit of cake and a cup of tea. I've probably got about an hour left, maybe an hour and a bit. So I'll just have this cup of tea, have a wander about. I'll put some pellets down just after that bush where I've been seeing them fish, just to see if I can get them feeding on the bottom perhaps, but you know, just don't want to put all my eggs in one basket. I want to give myself other options. So, now there's a cup of tea and get back to it. Done it again. What a fish that is. Slow sinking bread again. Came cruising through, I flicked it out in front of him and he took it. What a red letter session this is turning out to be. Immense. Absolutely immense. There you go, what a gorgeous fish that is. Yeah. Yeah, that's stunning. Awesome. Awesome. Beautiful, absolutely beautiful. Let's get you back. So that's all we've got time for now. We've got about half an hour before we have to be off the venue. It's going to take me that to dry up my net and my mats in the sunshine. And I'm going to have a cup of tea and just reflect on what's been a great afternoon's fishing. The whole session itself has been a bit of a brawler, to be honest. Last night was a bit of a nightmare. This morning was tricky, and it was a bit touch and go as whether I was going to actually stay or not. But I stuck with it, and we had a couple of lovely stunning fish towards the end there, so happy days. So thanks for watching, and we'll see you in the next one.